everyone, the iPhone 16 is right around the corner, and when I say that, I'm lying. I mean, it's exactly probably not quite a year, but it's probably like 10 months away from where we are right now. But there are some very interesting leaks coming around for the iPhone 16s, and honestly, it's kind of cool because when we're getting this next version of iPhone, I am generally so excited and I cannot wait until we actually get these types of devices in our hands. Now, the thing with the iPhone 16 is that this is going to be a major change possibly for the whole entire iPhone ecosystem. And the biggest thing here is that a lot of people, including a lot of actual, reliable leakers, are basically stating that there's a high likelihood that the iPhone 16 could end up being a pretty decent upgrade coming around from the iPhone 15. It may not be necessarily from a hardware perspective though, mostly from a software perspective. So it looks like the big change that's going to be happening, much like how the iPhone 15s changed this year, was essentially that, dynamic island basically coming around for all the iPhones. I'm kind of seeing, and what I'm kind of, hearing from all those, leaks and stuff, is that potentially the biggest thing that's going to be changing is that we're probably going to end up getting the action button on all the iPhones this time around. So before, this was specifically unique and specifically tailored for the Pro model iPhones this year. But you can see that next year, from the leaks that we're getting, it's looking like this particular iPhone is going to be available with the action button on all of them for the iPhone 16s. Now, this is a very, very interesting thing. And the reason for that is because these particular phones, first of all, the action button is a cool feature. I don't even know if it's like the biggest deal in the world, but it's a super nice thing to have. But the reason why this is actually a very interesting thing is because this basically means that we can kind of see a pattern of what Apple's going to be doing. It looks to me, now that's not for a fact, but it looks to me that Apple could actually end up bringing a specific Pro type of feature for their top tier iPhones, and the next year they'll actually end up bringing that feature for the base tier iPhones. So for example, if Apple were to go ahead and remove the notch on the iPhone, 17, that might mean that on the, let's say on the iPhone 17 Pro, that might mean on the iPhone 18, the base model, that particular phone may actually end up getting a removed notch as well. Now, it's not a guarantee. Apple hasn't done this every single way, but that is a possibility that might end up happening here, which is genuinely actually very insane. So that's going to be a very, very interesting thing to kind of look at from that specific perspective. If you look at the last two Pro iPhones compared to the latest, iPhones, you look at the iPhone, 13, the 14, not much change. If you go from the iPhone 14 Pro with the dynamic island compared to the iPhone 14 non-dynamic island, Apple ended up bringing that dynamic island to the iPhone 15. If it's true that the iPhone 15, Pro is going to have that action button and it's also going to bring it down to the 16s, that's going to be another sideways thing that'll end up happening too. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.